Arts. From the area's news leader in high definition, this is your News Now, First Edition.
Well, it's weather like this that makes you want to stay warm and toasty inside under your blankets. But for some, that's not an option. We'll look at crews that need to battle the frigid cold. Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 30th. It's pretty cold and frigid out there today. Thanks for waking up with us on First Edition. Stay inside if you can. I'm Holly Gaiman.
And I'm Jeff Gunner. I was telling you before I left, my dog was laying in his bed in the living room, so I put a quilt over him, and he was just, and by the time I left, all you saw was two little eyeballs sticking out of it.
He was appreciating that quilt.
He appreciated that much, but you got to be very careful out there today. This sounds odd.
I know
but
it does.
We were slightly disappointed because I think your low is -7 in your car. Mine was -9. I was hoping to break that on the way in.
I was too. I was just like, I looked and I'm like, oh, that's it?
It was like -1 or 2.
Right, and that is cold. Don't get us wrong.
Cold. Be very careful.
Yeah, be careful. But we were looking for that -13.
Trying to get it right. But I think that's going to come later. It sounds like it's going to get colder during the morning.
Yeah, there's still plenty of cold weather on the way.
Let's check in with Kayla. Get a first look at that forecast.
Good morning, everyone. Yes, a very cold day for today. If you guys don't have to go outside, then don't. Stay in. Just have a nice, relaxing day at home. But we are under a wind chill warning for us here in West Central Ohio, going to be in effect for all day for today and for most of tomorrow, actually. Very cold temperatures. So these are our current temperatures right now, below 0 temperatures. 3 below here in Lima, 4 below in Delphus, 8 below in Van Wert, and 7 below up in the Paulding area. But this is what it actually feels like outside right now. Yes, these numbers are correct. Anywhere between about 26 below to 33 below as of now, and just going to be getting even colder as we go on throughout the day for today. So this morning going to be a cold one, 9 below by 8 o'clock, 11 below by 10 o'clock. So going to be getting even colder. We'll talk more about these cold temperatures and when we should be warming up, coming up my full forecast in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Kaylee. Well, several fire departments are working out in the cold this morning, battling an outbuilding fire on Road Z in Putnam County. A motorist passing by called in the fire after about 4 this morning.
Crews said that building was fully engulfed in flames when they got there. Firefighters working to contain that blaze. We will have more details when those become available.
So heading out to work in the cold today is something that you're not looking forward to.
But think about those that work outside. Ron Hammy has more.
With the wind chill warning in effect on Tuesday, the big question is what businesses will be affected when the weather is at its worst on Wednesday. For those working outside, they may need to make adjustments, but work will carry on. I spoke with a postal worker who said he plans on delivering mail on Wednesday and will just have to dress warm. For the city of Lima, Utilities Director Mike Caprella said there is no policy on what is too cold to work. So work will go on, but only in cases of emergency.
We'll be more responding to water main breaks or problems you may have at your home. We aren't going to go out and just do routine checking valves or whatever. No, it's just going to be too cold for that. But our crews will have plenty to do just responding to emergency calls.
Bill Deegan follows similar guidelines running his excavating company. His employees will not be working unless it's an emergency.
When it gets excessively below the 0 mark, we have contracts with specific vendors that we will still answer their call, but we will maybe send 6 or 9 people to do a 3-person job so that they can be inside and outside no more than 15 minutes. The employee's safety is a big concern when it does wind chill factor due to frostbite and stuff. Being an underground contractor, we have a lot of water issues. So you just don't want to be wet in frigid temperatures like this.
Then there are businesses that are shutting down some work for the day. Wright Refuse has let the city of Lima know trash will not be collected on Wednesday, and the schedule will be moved back 1 day for the week. In Lima, Ron Hammy, your News Now.
Thanks, Ron. Well, over the next couple of days, dozens of homeless people in Allen County have a place to stay thanks to the help of several local churches and organizations. Camry Nelson has more on the food and shelter available for those in need.
As the temperatures in Allen County continue to drop, several churches and organizations are doing all that they can to keep those in need warm. Close to 70 people in need were provided with food, shelter, and clothing on one of the coldest days in January, thanks to a partnership between Family Promise, Grace Fellowship Church, St. Luke's Lutheran Church, and Changing Seasons. Those that stayed at Grace Fellowship Church were provided with cots and a place to sleep, food, and free winter apparel. They were also provided a free dinner at Changing Seasons, thanks to the dozens of volunteers and community donations. One homeless man who wasn't sure where